the hell is going on with Gilbert Arenas podcast? I just seen a clip of co-host Kenyon Martin and Nick Young fighting. It was a war of words. It was real bad. And many people is saying Kenyon Martin crashed out. He tried the little boy Nick Young. And unfortunately, Nick Young wasn't going. He stood his ground. I'm going to tell you guys what I think about this whole clip. I seen it. I feel like Kenyon Martin was disrespectful. Even if you felt like Nick Young was talking while you was talking, it's better ways to tell him to be quiet. You ain't got to say shut the F up. And I've been reading people's comments. I've been watching people reaction to the clip. And many people are saying Nick Young was in the wrong. Many people were saying Nick Young is childish. When Kenyon Martin tell you to do something, you do it. You respect your elders. I disagree with that. See, we tend to forget that Nick Young is not young. He old as hell. He a nigga going on 40. So once I become 40, I no longer have elders. If I'm 40 and you 48, you're not an elder to me. You just an older nigga, right? So you gonna handle me with respect. If you need me to be quiet, you could have waited till the podcast episode was over with and then tap me on my shoulder and say, hey, bro, I didn't like the way you did this. I didn't like the way you did that. Going forward, when I give my spiel, when I'm talking, can you please keep it down? That's all that needed to happen. But everything went out of proportion. These niggas was arguing on the set. They was making threats to each other. I'm going to play the clip. I'm going to break it down. And we're going to come back and talk about it. Let's go.
I'm trying not to tell Nick shut the fuck up while I'm
Me
talking.
as well, okay?
While I'm talking.
We were talking
right?
about Greg Popovich, his legacy.
Like, just fucking rude and disrespectful. Nobody give a fuck about your phone. Niggas over here talking about something important.
You over here talking.
Yeah, you're about the wrong fucking thing, nigga.
Man, you want to talk like you on the porch.
Yeah, we talking about this man's legacy.
All you want.
We're talking about this man's legacy over here, and you fucking being disrespectful, nigga.
Now let me say this. Because I'm from the hood. I'm from the projects. We got dudes like Kenyon Martin every day in the street, right? Got a chip on the shoulder. You got built up animosity towards somebody, so you speak in code. Anytime it's a chance for you to go off, anytime it's a chance for you to degrade somebody, you gonna do it. Cause I'm looking at this clip. Yes, Nick Young might have been talking, but Gilbert Arenas was talking too. But you chose to call out Nick Young and then say a damn word to Gilbert Arenas. And to be real with you, Kenyon Martin, when you were speaking about Greg Popovich, we couldn't even see or hear Nick Young, so you didn't have to address it. That's why I think it was a built-up animosity. That's why I think Kenyon Martin has something against Nick Young, because you don't do nobody like that. You tried to show him up in front on the camera. People got pride. People got ego. People got family watching. What you think Nick Young was going to do? You tell him to shut the F up. He did right. He had every right to stand his ground. Just because you told him to be quiet don't mean he have to. So I disagree with everybody saying Nick Young is being childish. Nick Young should have been quiet. See, that's how y'all be getting punked in the streets, man. Nick Young did right. Let's continue.
This is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog.
The same age, so it's
Right?
like,
Yeah, he kept saying you want to make a joke. Ain't shit funny right now, nigga.
keep talking about Pop.
Ain't shit funny.
Pop,
Nigga.
shit. Let me
Everything ain't nobody want to see that dumbass shit you showing, nigga.
I'm scared to look this way.
Like,
nigga.
I'm over here. Yeah, this dumbass
talking
nigga over here
right
trying
now,
to conduct the motherfucking show and you over here
You
just
wanna
constantly.
talk.
We're trying to, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
God damn, I don't have to shut up. I'm
Then why
showing
niggas talking,
something.
you do,
I
nigga?
didn't say nothing. He said something.
Shut the
You
fuck
scared to say
up.
something? I don't have to shut
You
up.
the one niggas can hear.
Now
Can't
I'm
nobody
not
hear
gonna
him.
shut up. Now I'm
Can't
never
nobody
gonna
hear him.
shut up.
Now let me say this. I like Gil's Arena. I think it's an excellent podcast. I think the co-hosts feed off each other very well. But I fear it's going to come to an end. And stuff like this is the reason why. Every time black men come together, they got something good going on. They lay ego. They lay disrespect. And it ends up blowing in everybody's faces. Because I'm like, Gilbert Arenas, this is your podcast. If you see Kenyon Martin going off the edge, if you see him cussing, he making threats, telling another co-host to shut the F up, you should have stepped in and said, hey, Kenyon, let's do it the right way. This is a podcast we hosted. You say you want to talk about Greg Popovich, but you spending more time going at Nick. So what's the really deal? Is you really mad that Nick Young was talking in the background? Or do you got other feelings toward Nick and you use that to get your rocks off? That's what I'm starting to think. Because everybody knows somebody like Kenyon Martin, passive aggressive, think they hard, got a chip on their shoulder, think they can tell somebody what to do, think they scaring somebody, and they'll be the first one laid down in the streets. We see it happen every day. So I applaud Nick Young. Anytime you got a chance like that, stand your ground always. Let somebody know, hey man, we can joke, we can laugh, I can go back and forth with you, but when I feel like you being disrespectful, telling me to shut the F up, I gotta stand up for myself. You get what I'm saying? Let's continue watching.
I'm never gonna shut up now.
Sorry, Pop.
Can you give Pop a smoke a little?
Pop, thank you for the basketball gods.
Can we get a little smoke for Pop?
Hey,
Pop with the basketball.
mad for no reason.
Nigga over trying to have a real conversation. Nigga,
All right,
shut
you
up.
can have it, nigga. I don't have
Trying
to shut up.
shut
Man,
up.
I didn't say nothing. Don't tell me to shut up, nigga.
You're a fucking child. Shut
All
up
right.
sometimes.
That's why we're
Nigga, shut up.
we are showing love to Greg.
Now, Kenyon Martin is talking to Nick Young like that's his son. Shut up sometime. You act like a child. Quit playing all the time. Bruh, that's a grown man. He know his role on the podcast. Nick Young's role is to be the fun guy, connect to the younger generation. He's jokey. He's in pop culture. He's that role in the podcast. You the grumpy old man. I feel like Nick Young is more valuable than Kenyon Martin. I'm just being real with you. So for you to tell him to be quiet, shut the F up, man, I feel like Nick Young had every right to stand up and give you a piece of his mind. But he played it cool. He kept his composure. Rightfully so. So let's applaud Nick Young for that. But let's continue.
Nigga, don't fucking
Shut up.
shut
You
up.
shut up.
Hey, man, that's the end of the show.
We are showing love. We are trying to show
Talking to you, nigga.
love. Show love to Greg
I'm
Popovich.
talking to you, directly
All
to
right,
you.
stop talking
Nick,
to me like that. All right.
talking to you, nigga.
All right. And I'm
You ain't gonna talk to me. I'm talking to you, nigga.
And I'm gonna keep talking, nigga.
In the show.
Enough, gentlemen. Enough.
Oh, y'all.
Let's
In the show, goddamn.
Enough. Well, this has been
Paulo, hit the button.
another episode of Gills Arena presented by Underdog. We will see y'all next week.
Crazy as fuck.
And I hope Kenyon Martin get addressed. I hope Gilbert Arenas, I hope the producers didn't let that slide. I hope they pulled Kenyon Martin to the side. I hope they pulled Nick Young to the side. I hope they told Kenyon Martin, hey, bro, we didn't like the way that went down. That was very disrespectful. If you feel like Nick Young was interrupting your speech, you could have handled it a different way. See, I always talk about conflict resolution. I always talk about these black men, sassy, rolling their neck, making threats. Anytime something don't go their way, they don't know how to talk it out. They know how to handle things like they seen their mama handle. So yeah, when you talking and your mama's around and somebody talking over, she gonna tell you to shut the F up. But a real man gonna say, hey, bro, let me get through this. I'm giving Pop his flowers, Nick Young. You and Gilbert Arenas can talk about what y'all talk about later, but let me just give him his flowers right now. All eyes on me. That's all he had to say. But you wanted to handle it like the street thug, and you too old to be behaving like that, man. And I'm not overreacting. I feel like Kenyon Martin was in the wrong. And I'm a fan of this podcast. I watch it all the time. And if you pay attention to Kenyon Martin antics, he always going at Nick Young. I think he got something against Nick Young, but he ain't got the heart to tell Nick Young. If you got something against me, don't use me talking in the background for you to go at me. If you got something against me, if you feel a certain way, say it with your chest. Don't make it seem like I'm interrupting your speech and that's why you so mad at me. Because let me tell you this, Kenyon Martin, you ain't that mad that he interrupted your Greg Popovich speech. Let's be honest. You ain't that upset. That didn't cause you to go off the rails like this. It's an underlying issue. Now, if I was Nick Young, I'd tell him, once the camera's off, I'm like, bro, you got a problem with me? What's your problem? I didn't like the way you did that, man. All that passive aggressive telling me to shut the F up, trying to little boy me. I'm 40. We all the same age. And if you're going to address me, why you address Gilbert Arenas? Now I feel like you picking and choosing who to talk to. Now you picking and choosing who to address. See, I'll be more on Kenyon Martin's side if he said something to Gilbert Arenas too. If he said, hey, both of y'all shut the F up. But he gonna say, I'm talking to you, Nick Young. You the only one I hear. Gilbert Arenas wasn't as loud. Didn't nobody hear Nick Young? We didn't hear Gilbert Arenas, and we didn't hear Nick Young, because truth be told, Nick Young wasn't loud. He was just doing a somber whisper. And you was in your feelings about something else. So that's why you got to protect your energy, man. That's why I don't just hang around with everybody. That's why I don't just do business with everybody. Because sometimes people bad energy. They going through stuff at home. Their wife getting on their nerves. They side chick tripping. They scared they gonna get exposed, so they come to work with a whole attitude, and you might take the brunt of their frustration. So somebody going at you, and you don't know what the hell is going on. You like, man, what? You that bad over this? Me doing this caused you to act that way. Nah, bro, there's something else. What is it? Talk to me. That's how I would have came at it if I was Nick Young. But I'm going to say this about Nick Young, man. Keep doing your thing. Gil's Arena's a great podcast. #1 sports podcast to me. Don't let ego, don't let disrespect, and don't let pride tear it all down. Because every time some of these black athletes come up with something great, they end up going at odds with each other. They end up beefing. People end up leaving the podcast. They try to start their own thing, right? Because everybody want to be a leader. Everybody want to be a Indian. Don't nobody want to, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So I'm going to applaud Nick Young, Kenyon Martin, get it together. Because you're going to be the reason why this great podcast failed. You're going to be the reason why some stuff pop off. So if I'm Gilbert Arenas, you got to nip that in the bud. Y'all got to talk it out like men. All that animosity, all that passive aggressiveness, all that acting tough, acting like a wannabe thug, like you just hard body, like you ain't damn near 50. Come on, bro. You got to stop that, man. You got to lose that act eventually. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about this whole clip. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Who do you think was in the wrong during this fight? Are you team Nick Young or are you team Kenyon Martin? Let me know in the comment section. Share this video. I love you guys. Peace.